Okay, so this video is going to be on adding fractions with unlike denominators. Okay, uh, make sure to give me a follow, the math guy, on YouTube. Okay, so let's go to our second screen here. So if we're going to add fractions with unlike denominators, let's start by putting. Let's do 3/4 plus 2/5. Okay? So when we see here, we know that we cannot just add straight across and do 5/9. That is absolutely not the right thing to do. So we're going to get rid of that right away. We're going to need to find a common denominator. So I'm going to start by finding a common denominator for 4 and for 5. So you could do one of two things. We know very quickly, I can just take the 4 times the 5 and get 20. So if I'm looking up here and I want to find common denominators, I could do 4 times 5, and that gives me 20. So that will give me a common denominator. Or I could list multiples of 4 and multiples of 5, and just do a quick chart just like this. And now go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and now we'll go with my 5s, 5, 10, 15, now 20. I'll start right here and notice that 20 is my common denominator. So here it worked out to be the same, okay? Whichever method is going to give you the same common denominator. So what I like to do is I like to rewrite my fractions vertically. When I rewrite them vertically, it allows me to turn these fractions into an equivalent fraction with a common denominator. So 3/4 and 2/5. I know my new denominator is going to be 20. So now I ask myself, well, how did I get from 4 to 20? And how did I get from 5 to 20? So to get from 4 to 20, I know I multiplied it by, well, 4 times 1 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 3, times 4. I times it by 5, which is what I did up here. So I know 4 times 5. And if I multiply my denominator by 5, I multiply my numerator by 5. So I'm multiplying 3/4 by 5 over 5. 4 times 5 equals 20. 3 times 5 equals 15. So 15/20 is my equivalent fraction. Now down here, how do I get from 5 to 20? 5 times 4, because I did. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. And 5 times 4 is 20. So if I multiply my denominator by 20, I have to multiply my numerator by 20. 5 times 4 equals 20. 2 times 4 equals 8. So now I have 8/20. So now my final step has to be, I'm going to erase my multiple chart over here, is take my two new fractions, 15/20 plus 8/20, and that gives me, well, denominator stays the same, 23/20. But we know that 23/20 is an improper fraction. So I need to convert that improper fraction into a mixed number. So I ask myself, how many times can 20 go into 23 without going over? Well, one time. If I count by 20s, I'm going to get 20, 40, 60. Oh, so it only goes in one time. So 20 goes into 23 one time, which is 20. And then we still have 3 left over to get to 23. And my denominator stays the same. So 1 and 3/20. So I could just put my answer up here, which was 23/20, which equals 1 and 3/20. So 3/4 plus 2/5 equals 1 and 3/20. And that was a quick video on adding fractions with unlike denominators. Please, if you've gotten to the end of this video, please give it a like to let me know and follow me on YouTube. Thank you.